Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up. Tonight, we're gonna light it up. Tonight, we're gonna light it up. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna light it up. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up. Tonight, we're gonna light it up. Tonight, we're gonna light it up. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna light it up.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Man. It's Friday the 13th, y'all. I hope that you had a fantastic Friday the 13th so far. It's getting into those nighttime hours now, baby. So, everybody, hold on to your seats. It's going to be a bumpy ride. It's Friday the 13th, everybody. Holy cow. All right, man. I took the day off yesterday. And let me tell you, I enjoyed myself, honey. Okay. I enjoyed myself. I said, oh man, I'm going to pop around on the YouTube streets. I'm going to keep up what's going on, but I'm going to take the day off just to relax and see what everybody else is doing out here on these streets, You know? Okay. And boy, now I hear that the attorney has decided to tell certain people that he's going to be sending them cease and desist letters and that they are going to prosecute to the full extent of the law, federal and it all. Just like when TikTok Tony said that he was going to contact the FBI because he decided that he was going to have an issue with his green screen. Well, I'm so happy that's all came to light. But I also seen another content creator get up on her platform and said that she was being accused of doing an overlay. I said, now, ain't that something, baby? Ain't that something, baby? Then now, do you have the 1202 video, honey? Okay, but that's for another day. See, I want to pick my pettiness on Friday the 13th. I'm going to pick my pettiness. I love the new video that lady did on Clue. It's good. She's a fraud. Another kind for sure. Yeah, everyone's going to have their own opinions about different content creators on this platform, and that is your right to express your opinion any way you like. Okay, But I have something real special for you. I have something super duper special for you. Okay. Let me bring it on up front and center. Front and center. First, I'm going to drop this little handy dandy link. Okay. And Mama Love, it's good to see you. And I didn't even say hi to none of y'all. See how I like you guys so much? I didn't say hi to nobody. Hey. All right, let's do a little bit of housekeeping here. All right, we have Mama Llama, Petty AF, JD's in the house, Diana 76, retired EMT's in here, and Dazo F painting. I hope Dazof painting. Hopefully I'm saying that right. If I'm not, no disrespect. Taylor was stitching, bitching, and more. Like that name, by the way. And Cammy said she'd had enough of this bullshit today. She gonna say howdy doody and head on up out. She can't handle it. Ninja Orchids in here. Evie Marie, hi everyone. Good to see you. And don't forget to ring the damn doorbell when y'all come in. Have some damn manners on Friday the 13th. You know? JD said, Lady Kate, I will be right back. Okay, honey. Okay. Well, I got something for you. Here, it's good. All right. Because everyone's so serious. Okay. Everyone's so serious about what's going on. It is a serious matter of a child missing. Okay. This teenage boy is missing. No release from the Ellie about any updates or anything like that. The father has created several mouthpieces to express how apparently the word on the street is how he feels about certain people, the other parent, the other parentals in his life, while the other parentals that were, taking care of the teenage boy sit at the house or, do other things to help find their son. I don't know because I don't live there, but I do know that they have tried to do what Ellie's asked them to do, while the other parents has decided that he wants to get up on social media, talk a lot of interviews, and stuff. We can, go on and on for days. But now he has decided that he needs Dog the Bounty Hunter, Nick the Hat, and Hong, I think that I'm saying his name right, to join the scene along with Bullhorn Betty. So I'm saying that he's got a lot of loud mouthpieces. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure how well that's going to work for him in the long run. And this could stop. All Seth would have to do now this is all based on my observation on what's been going on since February 25th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. That's whenever it hit news and it was up and running, right? All he has to do is tell everyone that is using their mouthpiece to defame other people on a social media platform that he is in tune with is to shut their mouth. If you're not going to be here to help me search for my son, like boots on the ground, search for my son, then I'm going to have to ask you to zip your lips. And it's pretty much that simple. And that's just my observation. I don't know if I would carry on like he is carrying on with letting people just trash the mother of my child through social media, on TV, and on and on. But that's just my personal opinion. Hell, what do I know? I don't live in Tennessee. Maybe that's how they do it down there. You know what I mean? All right. This becoming 3-tent circus, pure shit show. Absolutely. So I don't want anyone to take this as I'm making fun of Sebastian. This is literally something that I come across that is showcasing the two gentlemen that have now surfaced themselves speaking on behalf of said father. Okay. So here we go. We're going to have a little countdown. Get your popcorn and everything ready because, it's Friday the 13th. This is how we're going to do it over here, folks. This is how we're going to do it over here, honey.
In the shadows of the grave, whispers creep. Two figures linger where the lost souls sleep. One is silent as the moon drapes its glow. The other spins tales of the dead below. Hush, my friend, let the silence stay. Please be quiet, can't you hear the sighs among the graves where the silence lies? The dead just want peace, a break from the fight. In this creepy cemetery, it's a long dark night.
And the reason I'm doing live here today, because these are all the TBIs. Because, to be honest, I could be in space.
To be honest, you're in a cemetery.
You guys don't even say anything.
They're dead.
A couple of million ain't gonna help you.
Nope. You're pretty much right about that, bub.
Trust me, buddy. Like, I'm not as nice as Nick. I'm not scared of having controversy. It's 2024. It's like think versus it's not illegal yet. If you think and get all the things together, things are starting to get shady.
Oh, Lord.
Look at this.
Look at this. Look at this. Now, you can't read it, but we just want you to take a look-see.
This is just basic common sense, guys. Like, what is going on? Like, what is going on?
At a minimum, in my opinion, you appear to be honestly explaining and trying to convince an audience that includes persons interred in a cemetery of your big irrelevant efforts to find a missing child while you hang around said cemetery, apparently located in a completely different state from said child. Ding, ding, ding. Congratulations.
Going on? Like, what is going on? Like, what is going
on? We don't know.
on? Like, what is?
No idea.
This is the news. Look at this. Look at this.
Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is met with threats, fake profile harassment, and legal action. Gag orders, First Amendment rights stripped every day.
Like, what are you going to do? A little light show again? I want you guys to pay attention to this. Hold on, let me go back. You tell me what's happening. Bring on the comments. The end of this, like, what's going on? And like, there is nothing that you guys have found or learned.
This guy is a weird.
I don't know what else to say. I'm speechless.
So that I've dropped the link in the chat, and I will again. So hit the link and show the gentleman some love. Gentleman or male or female, I don't know. They have a very small channel, and I came across this. It ended up in my look-sees, and I was like, let me see. And I thought it was absolutely freaking amazing. So anyways, I think that these two guys, why are they walking around with tape on his mouth and a backpack? in a cemetery. I will not know. I really don't really care to know. Um, I'm probably going to. This is Friday the 13th, so I shared this because the guys see. I think they're trying to do intimidate folks, but I'm not really sure if they've got a response of intimidation. Not really sure what they were trying to do here. Okay, thanks for stopping by, honey. Um, uh, but I don't think that they're intimidating anyone. They're actually kind of, in my opinion, what I've observed so far is embarrassing Dog the Bounty Hunter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, so weird, right? But anyway, um, hopefully you guys you guys enjoyed that. No, I don't want to take credit for that. That is not mine. I'll tell you who it is. Now you guys, that's some good stuff. Now you know I can't be doing nothing like that. It's called Roller Skate Slam. I shared the link in there. It's a very small channel. I subscribed up to it. I don't know anything about them, but I'm going to keep my eye on them to see what else they come up with. Very, very super small channel. Okay. I don't know anything about them, good, bad, ugly. Don't know. Okay. So I thought it was funny, but in my opinion, they're not doing any good to find a teenage missing boy. They're doing a lot of hurtful things, and then they have an attorney and Dog the Bounty Hunter that's supposedly backing this, and that's very odd in my book. It's a shame. It really is a shame, and I'm gonna have to probably just kind of watch what happens. So if you don't see me talking about it a lot until there's a news briefing, I'm sorry, y'all. But I mean, I just don't know what else to say about these two cats. And I would play their clips, but it means nothing. It's absolutely, in my opinion, it's a bunch of word salad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what? Dog should have stayed in Hawaii. They have missing people there, right? It was good. That was hilarious. Well, hopefully, um, you know, you enjoyed it. Yeah, I think they are. I kind of went back to, I found myself today. I was like, let me go back and check out who this guy is, you know, and it's just the same old type of thing. He's just, in my opinion, he's just a person, is the front guy. He's the mouthpiece. And, it's kind of funny to me that he says that he's silenced for 5 days. Okay, I don't really care why. But whenever you have an attorney make a statement that people are going to have legal action against them for things that are said on social media. Well, you did hear what Nick the Hat said in like this first couple of videos saying that he was part of Sebastian's team, right? He said that he was going to your team, Mr. Lawyer, said that they were going to give truth serum to people, like it or not. It was going to happen. And then you had to, sir, get on your little X and make a statement stating that that's not the case. That's not true. So, you know what I mean? So, what's really going on here, man? Like, what is your plan? And where is Dog the Bounty Hunter, by the way? Is he in Tennessee? Maybe he needs to put you on a leash, sir. Nick, you need to be handled. I don't know, but it's weird. Silence for 5 days sounds like he was reported, right? It's very odd to me, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that we all kind of need to this is just my opinion, okay? People need to not feed the fire. If we go over and listen to him and his ramblings or his sidekick's ramblings, then they're going to feed off of that. And we're going to get caught up in a circus of no information. And LE is going to have to, do what they have to do. And it doesn't do anything good for it. And that's just my opinion. It's embarrassment, in my opinion. They said Dolly said he called his probation officer. I don't support this clown, but Dolly is ridiculous. He has a GoFundMe, but is calling probation officers on people. Yeah, in my opinion, I don't agree on going real life. This guy can stand up here and yell all day about whatever he wants. And would I go ahead and call his probation officer or anything? No, I think that's going real life with somebody. I think that there are proper channels to handle someone that's speaking badly of somebody continuously, like Mr. and Mrs. Proudfoot have done. And Seth can do the same thing. Okay, Seth, if he doesn't like what certain content creators are saying, he has the ability to do exactly what the Proudfoots have done too. If he is being threatened and harassed. Now it come out that something about harassment and threats of I don't know about any of that. I don't think they came out and actually showed what type of threats or what type of harassment they're talking about. So I don't know. But there are certain steps in our legal system that handles situations like this. You know? Yeah, going real life is ridiculous. And Dolly would crap if someone did it to him. Absolutely. I don't think that going real life is the best thing to do. You know what I mean? Well, Lady K, they are blaming Clue and Truth. Taylor, what are they blaming them for? You know what I mean? I don't know what they're blaming him for. Hey, Cubs 23, good to see ya. PJ stated he actually didn't do it. He said he would, but didn't in the end. Heard via QB live after. Okay, yeah, I've not heard that, to be honest with you. Like today, I did not. I watched a few people in and out of chats. I normally don't chat in the chat. Okay, I just listen. But yesterday and today, I didn't spend a lot of time on YouTube because I was doing real life stuff. I'm getting ready for a birthday party on Sunday, not for myself, for someone else that I know. And then I'm going to be heading back down through the States in the first part of next week. So I'm, been here for a month and I'm like, bought things and I'm having to, gather my stuff. And by the way, my dog got a tick. So, and she does not like anyone messing with her. So now we have to go to the vet and I was real life. And so I couldn't keep up on everything. But anyway, Petty, he got backlash for it. So I think they said he didn't, but I would think he did. He's that ridiculous. Just my thoughts. Got you. PJ was in chat and said he did not do it. Right. I mean, it's going to be a he said, she said thing. At the end of the day, will we ever find out the truth? Who knows? Jones in, hey baby, and we all can't be like Miss Jones and go to Aruba and escape the madness. We were stuck in this hell, and she left us. There is saying that Clue and Truth have silenced them because they have made threats against them. Now, honestly, I have not heard a life threat against any of these fools. I'm going to have to say I haven't heard any life threats against any of the fools, but I don't listen to Clue. So I can't honestly say what I know. You left in the right time, girl. You sure did. You sure did. Yeah, Dolly is still stuck on Seth is innocent. I am going to say everyone's innocent until they're proven guilty in a court of law. I mean, now is he innocent of acting like a damn fool? He's guilty of acting like a damn fool. Absolutely. Okay. In my opinion, that's my observation. But I'm not going to say that he's guilty of doing anything to his teenage son. And I can't say that the Proudfoots are guilty of doing anything to their teenage son because there's no proof. I'm 100% sure of this, though. If the Ellie had enough evidence to charge any particular person with the disappearance of that missing teenage boy, they would be arrested. I'm sure of that. Okay. And I would like to also say that I don't think that the Bowersox or Proudfoots are that wealthy that they own a jet and that they have enough power in that community to pull some strings with such a nationally known case here. So Dolly is stuck. Okay, I can't do Dolly anymore. I don't like Clue and Truth, but I haven't heard them threaten anyone. Yeah, I haven't heard it, but like I said, I don't watch them. I sometimes would go in and watch Truth a little bit. Ear Hustle, I'm never in the chat. But I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe some he's upset a lot lately and he's been very agitated. So I don't want to, I come to have a good time on YouTube. I don't come for other purposes, but no disrespect. Hopefully, your agitation wears out and everything's back to normal. But anyway, all parents are innocent at this point. That's my feeling. I feel that until LE comes out and says we have enough evidence to prosecute this person and we're arresting him, then they do a perp walk, then they're innocent. Do I have my own speculations and theories? Yeah, but do I feel at, at liberty to express that on a public platform? No. Who the hell am I? Who am I? Who in the hell am I to get on a public platform and verbally accuse and pretty much damn way assault another mother until I know a fact? And I'm speaking for Bullhorn Betty. Bullhorn Betty has almost verbally, in my opinion, how I've observed her, she has verbally assaulted this mother with no hardcore evidence of anything. You know what I mean? So would I carry myself that way? No. But that doesn't mean that she's not. And obviously she does, because look where she's at. She's wrapped up in court dates. You know what I mean? Clue's mouth is worst I've ever heard. Oh, come on, chat. Let me get back up here. All parents are innocent. I never watched him ever. He's disgusting, and his DV record, I cannot. He said he was going to call, then got backlash, just like how he walked back supporting and scolding BHB was with the wind. Well, some hate them, just saying. Well, some hate watch them, just saying. Yeah, I'm still I'm an ear hustler. I don't know if it's hate watching, but I don't. Hate's a really freaking serious word for me. So to absolutely hate someone, I don't try to hold hate in my heart for anyone. But do I ear hustle? Yeah, absolutely. So, hey again, cool gamer. Clue's mouth is worst I've ever heard. For her to say Seth is gross and talks gross. How many people, as she said, want to lick and be up in her? Yeah, I mean, I know someone sent me an email, was like, did you hear? I'm like, no. Do I want to? I mean, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have cousins that's their normal talk. Okay. I grew up way down south in Illinois on a farm, and my cousins were, my one cousin, she passed away now, but she was very filthy, in my opinion, with her mouth, but I loved her. Okay. But I can tell you one thing she never did. My cousin never got on a social media platform and said and typed in someone's chat about racially charged things in a negative manner. That's one thing but she talk about her cooter, she talk about her booty, she talk about her titties. I mean, she talk about it all, honey. Okay, but I love that lady because to me she was freaking hilarious. But there was one thing: humans are human, no matter the color, sex, creed, nothing. Okay. And if she would say something to hurt someone's feelings, she didn't double down, triple down, nothing. She would have said, you know what? I'm sorry. I thought about it and I need to apologize. Now, with all that being said, she will tell you too, she's a grown motherfucker, and she gonna do what she gonna do, and ain't nobody gonna tell her how to do it. Okay. So maybe one day, she'll be like, I went way hard on motherfuckers. I shouldn't have doubled, tripled down and called people snowflakes, this and that, because I want to stand up for my brothers and sisters of the world. And then I can go chat. But until that happens, I can't. And I want to say this: no disrespect to the folks that do. You guys have a great time wherever you want to go on social media. If I see you in someone's chat that I'm not real good friends with or I'm down for, does not mean I'm holding that against you. Okay? Because what my values are as a person and where my cutoff line is does not mean that has to be where yours is. You understand? Okay. Taylor was stitching. No one has come up with police reports or anything to prove threats. I think it's all Tony and a felon. Yeah, it's crazy. I am sick of Seth wanting people to keep putting Sebastian and then turns on YouTubers for their opinions. Seth is crying wolf way too much, but won't get off his own duff to help, but cry and cry. tears, in my opinion. Jones and I watched her live today. I love her show. No threats were made, though, other than Clue saying she wasn't scared to defend herself. And I think everyone has a right to defend themselves. Okay. Okay. I don't want anyone to think that you can't go where you want. Don't defend yourself. And I'm hoping, I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. Like, I'm not trying to be a bitch. I hope that she has a change of feeling. Okay. Okay. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I cannot say who is involved. The bottom line is Sebastian is lost in BHB drama. If my child was missing, she would be the last person. Honey, Roxy, you're telling me, baby. I would not. If Bullhorn Betty showed up to my house talking about she going to scream at my house because my son's missing, we going to catch a case today. Okay, okay, okay. You're going to accuse me of something? I see clips. I don't watch them. I can't watch those two at all. Yeah. Did anyone see my question towards the TikTok girls on Queen Bee today? I went hard on her. Not sorry. I was over there ear hustling and I seen some, I had to back out because here's my problem with that. I'm glad you brought that up, Betty. I really have a hard time with, they said they were in their 30s, 40-year-old women over there, letting a man they've never met instruct them what to do via phone and text to dox Queen Bee, to dox Savage, to dox Clue, to dox these people. You're going to let a grown man that you've never met tell another grown woman to do these very nasty things. And let me tell you something. Whenever you're on a social media platform like TikTok or wherever, and you're a creator that can go live, you know exactly what TOS says. You are not to be giving out that type of information of other people. And this is just my opinion. Come for me if you want, y'all. But I'm going to tell you what. You better come up with a better excuse than that why you was going to try to get that information on those women and run it all over TikTok because he told you to. Man, if you don't, I'm just going to, and I had to leave because I'm like, no, sweetie cheeks. Honey. Okay, coming over. Excuse me, Queen Bee. I just came over here and I just really wanted to tell you that Tony told me to dox you and I try to get information and I'm coming here like a woman. See, I'm a real woman and I want to officially face to face without my camera on and tell you I'm real sorry for trying to dox you. Bitch, if you don't get the F out my face, okay? Oh, I'm way behind. Okay, I'm sorry. No one should tell anyone else how to speak. We are all adults, right? Hey, everybody can say whatever they want to say. Take that. Just do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. My personal opinion and my observation and what makes me feel good and healthy inside is I don't care for undertones of certain things. And hey, that's why I don't go over there. You know what I'm saying? I believe Mama Llama. I agree. I've given him tons of money and got treated like I did. And he left me to the vultures, and I'll never forget that. Hurt me a lot. I'm sorry I missed something. Taylor, I find him disgusting too, but Clue can't say he's gross with what comes out of her mouth. That's just my thought. People can say what they want. It's their channel. You know what I'm saying? It's their channel. They have a right to say what they want. Just like, and I don't go over there and say, "Oh, you're a dirty, disgusting mouth." I don't. My cousin was just the same personality as her. Okay, but I love the hell out of her. She made me freaking laugh. Okay, but sometimes I'm like, cut it out. We're in public, asshole. Okay. But that was her personality. I don't go over there and tell her how dirty her mouth is. And let me tell you what, I don't expect her to come over here and tell me how dirty my mouth is and how I'm wrong for feeling the way I do. I pay for this shit. You don't. And I don't pay for your shit. So I don't go over there telling you about you. Okay. Clue thinks that's not done anything to Sebastian, but he's an awful person. I won't apologize for thinking he's not a good person. He acted And I'm 100% with you, Petty, because in my opinion, I don't think he's ever done anything. I haven't seen any evidence that either parental has done anything to the missing teenage boy. Okay. But the way he's carried himself on the social media platforms is vile, period. The Proudfoots have done, because I don't know what the police will tell you when your son has been missing for as long as Sebastian has been. I don't know what they tell you to do, but by the way that they've carried themselves, I'm pretty sure that they're probably following instructions of the LE. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not LE. I'm not the Proudfoots, but I'm guessing that they're asking them to handle themselves a certain way. They're former military. They're going to take that as an order and they're going to comply. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. I just not on my phone. It's still embarrassing. Okay, JD. The only time Seth has real tears was when he talked about Katie and their wedding day to Coffin Duffer. His boo hoo is really fake when he talks about Sebastian. That's what Kenna has to say. My daddy was the biggest racist person I ever met, but he had black friend. He was native and was even racist to his own brother, his own. Yeah, I mean, let me tell you, racism is not just against a certain color of person. It is to certain, a lot of different people in the world. Okay, so I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not going to get on to that topic tonight. We can schedule a time to get on that topic because I'm very passionate about it. I spent a lot of my life fighting for equal rights of people. So did my husband. My husband spent most of his career fighting for the rights of the work person in the United States of America. Okay. Um, in the Chicagoland area. So it runs very, very deep through us. Every man is equal to have the right to work and have the equal amount of pay. And every woman should be treated as such as well. If she's out there doing standing next to a man, her butt needs to be paid exactly what that man's being paid as well, no matter what the color of their skin are. If they're no, I don't want to get started. Don't get me started on that today. I'm gonna do it. My daddy was a big okay. I read that one. I asked her what she thought when they approached her to dox them. Why didn't she go to the police? Her answered in circles. Then I called again when she said to Tim she was approached to help Sebastian. See, I kind of heard some of that, but I'm going to tell you what, I had to go because I'm like, you're not making any good damn sense to me. So it's worthless to hear me or hear you talk. It's a waste of my time. I don't go over to Clue, but she's everywhere with that mouth and clips. You can't avoid her. She speaks for the Proudfoots now. Half the time, I don't enter her channel or chat ever. I don't know if she's like the official spokesperson for the Proudfoots. I think there may be some communication there from my observation. I don't know that to be true. Never seen anything. Don't know. Don't care. But I think there is some sort of communication there. I don't think that anyone's the official Proudfoot spokesperson, but I think that she does maybe share some information. They say it's okay. I'm going to keep the rest of that sentence to myself right now. I'm sorry, Mama Llama. I know that sucks. I'm sorry, but he lost me as a sub. I don't go over a Clue. Okay. Right. So, I mean, people have a lot of, Taylor I Sr. and my BFF growing up was black. I have people that of all walks of life. I have friends, true blue, long life friends from all different walks of life, all shades of skin tone. And that's where I have a 0, 0, 0. I don't give a damn who's in my chat. I have a 0, 0 tolerance for underlined bullshit. Okay. If it is a spade and it says it is a and it spells out spade and it says I'm a spade, then it's a spade. Okay. I mean, I don't that's from my observation. Okay, but let me tell you what I'm not. I'm not God. I don't know where anyone's heart really is. So I can't speak, but from me, where I feel healthy at. See, I'm a seasoned motherfucker over here. Okay. And whenever I get that feeling that I'm just not real comfortable, then I just carry on. I don't have to let anyone know that I'm exiting because they don't give a flying rat's fucking ass if I'm there or not. Just like if they don't care if you're there or you're there or you're there, because someone is going to come into the algorithm and fill your place. Okay. I have a very small channel and I love it that way because I get to know the folks in my chat and I kind of know their personality and it's a great fucking time. Okay. But I will not let some and have to feed the beast. You know what I'm saying? Right. Seth with all respect from me when he told people to F off. I was angrier the second time though. I don't like circles, just answer the question. Lady K, I agree on Clue. I don't agree with everything, but she's like my friends. I love her. Well, Petty, I want you to stay over there, honey. I want people to go where you feel good. Okay? It's not like okay, here's the deal. My opinion, people need to go wherever they feel good. It's not my place to sit on this platform and say, I seen you over in such and such chat. You're not welcome here. Okay? I'm not going to say that. That's not my plan. Why would I'm like a nosy fucking neighbor over here looking through her window? I seen you and I seen you and I seen you, and now you're not here. I don't want you. What? I'm not okay. Yeah, I seen that. I seen that house. But you know, it's kind of comforting to know that now that the family that cares about him can have a proper funeral or whatever they want to do for little Elijah View. I admire the Proudfoot strength at this point. They are standing up for what is right and taking a lot of crap from Seth. You know what? That's me. That's why I can't go in here and say the Proudfoots. I mean, they are trying to. They're staying a united front. And whenever you're in a marriage and you've been married for a long time, and things start to happen that makes your regular day off, you're getting like a rhythm, a system. You know what I mean? My husband would work away too. So the phone call of a couple hours is not anything uncommon. Okay. He would have to go on the road for 2 or 3 nights out of the week. Not every week, not every month, not every year, but it happened, you know. And we would talk on the phone. And sometimes we didn't even talk. We forgot we were on the phone with each other. The phone was just laying there. And he's like, "Are you still here?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot." Because, I'm doing the dishes, I'm cleaning up after dinner. So that didn't sound odd to me. When Bullhorn Betty said, "Oh yeah, they're on," that's odd. No, not really. You know, you have like a system, you have a rhythm, and to have something like this happen in your life, it throws you off kilter. And for them to stand strong together is good, is hard. So props to them, and I hope Seth finds his son. I hope Katie finds her son. They're the two bio parents involved in this. My only issue is how Seth conducts himself and produces these people out here acting like a nut. It's like he produces them like they grow to be angry people out of the garden. Poop. They pop their heads out and they show themselves. I'm like, what the hell? Where'd you get this guy? Where'd this guy come from? It's weird. So, yeah. Lady K, the remains found were a lot. Yeah, I seen that. Okay, speaking of which, it was confirmed. Yeah, I seen that. Thank you guys too who sent me emails today. I did see them. I just didn't have an ability to respond at the time. Brandon, half asleep, but had to see my Lady K. How are you doing, love? I'm glad you stopped in. Mama Llama works her tail off, everybody. So we know that. Right, Brandon? Me too. Let me get on down here. Lady K, off subject. I went to Walmart yesterday. This car almost ran me over. Looked at the license plate and it said Illinois. Thought of you and your husband. Now that was aggressive drive, right? I'm telling you guys, I would aggressive driving is crazy around the state. It's, well, not so much the Illinois, in Chicagoland area. When I was in the Air Force, it was early 80s. A lot of my friends in the barracks were black, and we'd share racist jokes with each other. Heck, we saw each other as brothers. I can't speak for that because I've never been in the military before. Um, I can say that I've had very intimate conversations with people of all walks of life. They have told me that they have, you know what? Uh, okay. Gray Wolf, I hope that you're still in contact with your friends that you had in the barracks, all of them. And I'm glad that you had some relationships while you're there. That's good. Um, from my own experience in real life, and I've had very intimate conversations. Um, Not just one conversation, many conversations, and I can tell you that jokes are jokes. Sometimes certain people walk away from that joke being said and it hurts them more than someone would know. I'm not saying that's that situation with you. I'm not saying that, oh, 'cause it wasn't there, don't know it, don't know what the joke was, and don't care to hear it. But um, I'm just going to leave it there. The other set of parents are sitting next to Clue and know what she does every day. Come on, why people just focus on one and not the other is not okay. No one knows these people. Yeah, no one knows these people personally, and I think that that is true and should shut the fuck up about all the parents. Yeah, no one knows anything about the parents. We don't know about the parents. No one's guilty of anything yet because no one's arrested. It's getting to a point now that the circus is just a circus. And do I want to be a clown in the circus? You know, that's where we need to ask ourselves now. You know what I'm saying? But I don't try to insert myself in the mess talking to the parents or and be the speaking to them and then saying, oh, they said this to in a text. That would be very awkward for me. Now, would I be someone that would get out and search with boots on the ground without my camera? Like, hey, I'm out here, guys. Look at me. Look at me. No, I would be more than happy in an area that there was a search going on. I would join that search. No filming, but I come back and talk to you about my experience. Like it was a long day. It was hot. We didn't find anything. Um, but if we would have found, would I come and talk about that? No, I have a moral compass that I try to live by. Do I get off kilter a little bit? Well, hell yeah, I'm a human. But um, I wouldn't insert myself on every day speaking what the parents, how they think, smell, and talk and eat. And no, that's not for me. I have a fine timestamp, Mama. I'm sure first was roughly 5:48, I think. Who Milady K, I didn't make sense. Oh, I don't know, Petty. Um, if I get quiet, y'all, I fell asleep. I'm hanging in there. Oh, I appreciate you coming by, Mama. I appreciate you. Taylor was stitching. That broke my heart too. Yeah, that was sad. She's not official spokesperson, but she answers questions about them, and it's wrong when she's talking about her privates. I'm gonna have to give you that one. Like I said, I can't honestly say that I hear everything. Like I got an email today, was like, and I was like, yeah, okay. I did hear a little bit of the Queen Beast today, with because I wanted to hear what the ladies from TikTok had to say. Um, and why they were doing what they were doing. So once they were starting to give the kind of bogus excuses, I kind of left. So, um, hey, Gina Marie, it's good to see you. My dad met my high school was a native. It was bad, but I love everyone unless you give me right. I love you unless you give me a reason to, honey. You know, oh no, that was quick. I wonder why it's taking so long to identify Caleb Harris, right? That is sad for the loved ones. Yeah, I hopefully they can hurry up so they can have lay him to rest and the family can start their healing process, you know. What was the update with the when was the update? It was this after or I can look at my email and see when I got the email. I know it was today though. My ex husband was a truck driver, and we would be on the phone from the time he would get up. Oh yeah, now see, I believe that too because um, that's I have a family member that's a truck driver, and they'd always want to call you. I'm like, "What are you doing, drive?" I'm like, "Is that legal to do?" Well, I got a head. I'm like, "Okay, got you," but just the chit chat because there's a lot of highway time, you know. So yeah, so it wasn't odd for me to hear how long they talked. 1202 popped his head out, right? Which wasn't intentional. Be right back. I need to check with the missing person. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Mama, are you UK too? What Taylor was stitching, I used to talk to my husband for hours when he worked overnight. Yeah, I think um people talk if their loved one works out of town, then you're gonna talk, and sometimes you forget they're even on the phone. But they seem to be lonely and need one, right? Hey, little Irish girl. Clue is local. I see why she is in contact with the parents. No sketchy behavior there, in my opinion. Well, yeah, I mean, she is local, right? And I'm sure that it had her attention. But I think I made it um, pretty clear about how I feel about that situation. And, you know, I don't need to keep going about it. If people are going to think that I'm going to go in and keep going in, I made my stance on what I felt, and that's just it. I listen to Queen, and I don't need to keep going on about it. I don't need the views that bad. See, I don't get into creating the drama with somebody to get views and likes and subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Because on a normal basis over here, we hang out, we talk about what we viewed today on YouTube. This is what I've seen on YouTube. What did you guys see, and how'd you feel about it? See, I'm not true crime. Okay, I'm not going to give you any updates on anything unless I say, hey, today I found this and this is true crime. We're not talking no smack. This is it, right? Which is very, very far in between. It's what I viewed today on YouTube, and this is my observation of it. You're not going to get facts. You're not going to get linguistics. You're not going to get none of that shit over here, honey. Okay. And what you're probably not going to get is the drama. I will say my piece on a situation. They'll like it or they'll lump it, because there is one thing about it is you can block me and not ever come to my channel again. It's pretty much that simple in life. You know what I mean? So the autistic teen in Arizona was found today. I might have seen a news clip on that um, too, but I've been running around, man. All I got from those TikTokers was they were gullible as hell. Eight to the man, Remy. Okay. I think some of their info, if true, is important, but other than that, man, say it again, honey. Okay. I was like, nah, you didn't meet this man. You're gonna let some man you've never met tell you what to do, and you're a grown ass woman. And you've been on social media platforms and you know how it works. Like doxing is not okay. Going real life is not okay. But you're gonna do Queen Bee, Savage, Illuminati, all these content creators that you're supposed to be going after. That makes a lot of that's a real good adult decision you made there, Skippy. You know, I'm 38 and met my husband at 16, and every night we fell asleep on the phone together. He just went to the Cape to work on Rocket, and we did the same. Yeah, it's nothing. My husband would go out of town, we'd talk, I'd forget he's on the phone, we'd chit chat, you know? I laugh out loud. I just don't get them. Totally juvenile, Brandon. Yesterday, one of them said she was biased against KP because of, Susan Smith. Count your blessings, everyone. TikTok is a cesspool. Yeah, I don't do TikTok. I have the things because some of my friends do TikTok, and They send me things to laugh at, but nothing to do with true crime. The one yesterday said she received a 40-page packet about Queen Bee. Like, that didn't tip you off that something's wrong, right? I mean, so she has that much in her life. 40 pages is a lot. I'm not saying Queen isn't interesting, but 40 pages, then why would you need to dig up any more information if she already had 40 pages? You know what I'm saying? Whew. They are all part of the Pour Me Club. Pour me. Yeah, pour me another shot of whiskey. I the one yesterday said, yeah, I read that one. Remy, it sound like more heated atmosphere. Yeah, I can't do TikTok. I'm comfy over here. Yeah, I'm not a big tick. They'll send me stuff, so I have to have the app just to look at it. And then I told them, I'm like, you do know that when y'all send me the TikTok, sometimes it shows me something completely different. They're like, what? So I had my friend send me when we were together, and she's like, that's not what I sent you. I'm like, well, that's what I got. And she goes, you got to get the app. I'm like, fine. So that's why, I did it. Before I go, yes, Clue is local, so I do understand why she gets on a platform and discusses things, but something she should not discuss, in my opinion. I wouldn't want people like BHP coming to my town. Roxy, you are right. I wouldn't want people like BHP coming to my town. And if the Proudfoots are comfortable with her giving the information out, then that's the Proudfoots. You know what I mean? Okay. Enough said, right? Retired EMT said, I don't do TikTok either. I do good to keep up with grandkids and find me time to get on YouTube, right? That's why I only can be on here, like an hour to 2 hours a day, sometimes every other day, because I don't have little kids. My kids are way old. They're about to retire. I'm that old. My daughter's gonna kill me because I said that. She'll be like, seriously, mom. Anyway, and she doesn't have children. So I mean, I'm just out here free balling life right now. You know what I mean? Let me stay in your spare bedroom, kid, for free. I say, roll up, bitch. I would show her the door. I mean, I think she said that before. Roll up, bitch. Um, I, maybe someone will take her up on her offer one day. But I do think that she was at the courthouse with Betty and she didn't roll up then. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know. Woo. She said that she had a few words for Betty. Well, I think you were at the courthouse with Betty. At least you said you was. There's video out there of you being there. So you didn't roll up then or what? I mean, I don't know. Remy, have you watched some of it? Thought TikTok was being banned. Yeah, I thought that some of one of them was, uh, you know. Oh, Betty, I thought you were saying everyone was talking about Clue. Yeah, I say roll up. Yeah, if Betty rolls up on me, I'll be like, "What's up, Bets? Boy, have I been wanting to talk to you for like 4 years of my life." I'll be like, oh, and then I'll be like, I feel threatened. Step away. I feel like my life's threatened. Step away. I'm going to give you 3 times, Bullhorn Betty. I feel like you are threatening my life. I may have to defend myself. Holy shit, I'm going to have to defend myself. And then whatever it was, whatever, right? Little Irish girl. I'm glad that you like coming over here, little Irish girl. I know that I'm not as maybe drama filled as some channels, but I like to talk about what we all seen today on YouTube without trying to start it in with content creators. It means shit to me. And I'm sure someone's going to run back and tell whoever I've spoke about tonight, she said you was blah blah blah. If the shoe fits, I guess wear it. If you want to have a problem with me, then have one. But don't think that you're going to come into my chat and disrupt what I'm doing over here, because I do not do that with you. If everyone is grown and carry yourself as such, then I can say what I need to say over here on my platform. You say what you need to say over there on yours, and we're all just going to live here like two disgruntled fucking neighbors. Okay? And I won't throw eggs at your house, and don't throw eggs at mine, baby. Okay? but I'm sure that it'll get twisted around and it is what it is. Okay. But see, the thing about it is she is so perfect and so good, in my opinion, that she will not mess with a little peon like me. So I'm good. It's healthy to have a break from the drama, right? Don't want drama just talking shit. I just talking shit, honey. I say, roll up, bitch. Get out the way, ho. Get out the way. I would show her the door, right? Little Irish girl. Right? It would be funny because if Bullhorn Betty goes to any of the trials that I'm going to go to, we're probably going to run across each other. That's in Florida. So I'm going to definitely go to those. And if she decides that's her next grift, as you see, I don't run a PayPal. I don't run a Cash App. I don't run a Venmo across my screen. You're not going to find that here because it's honestly against TOS. And I read the little fine print whenever I signed up with the monetization. Me and my daughter discussed. She's like, "Do it, mom. Have fun with it. You're retired. Have a great time." Okay. So it says that you're really not supposed to use any other forms of collecting monetary, So I decided that I probably shouldn't do that. Okay, because that could cause me some trouble if YouTube really wanted to be an asshole. So, I just don't do it. I don't do the back and forth. I know, baby, I'm too old, little Irish girl. I'll be like, is that all? Are you done now? Are you done throwing your fit, honey? Okay, now leave me the fuck alone. I got shit to do. I hope Abera doesn't show up for that court case. That poor mom does not need to hear her mouth again. Um, I've been listening to the docket. Him and two other content creators. I don't maybe leaving someone else out. Remember, I said you're not going to get facts over here, okay? You've seen how I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but there was quite a few people over here. They were probably ear hustling. Now they've run back because I'm not talking about the situation anymore. But we should all say, blow them a kiss, bye bye. You know what I'm saying? Bye, honey. So they can run and tell their story in the way they like it. But anyway, I've been watching um the docket and oh my gosh, I listened to the Jen Soto interview when she was in the cop car and they were asking questions and oh my heart was breaking for that little Maddie Soto. If a mother can sit there whenever they're like, well, this is turning into a homicide investigation, and that mother was cool, like as a cucumber, like, huh? I mean, maybe she was in a state of shock, but I would have lost my shit. Okay, I would have lost my shit for real. Mm. You're probably the only YouTuber that follows the rules with no cash out, right? I mean, I'm thinking that if someone, I say, a lot of times I'm like, if you guys, people are on a fixed income, okay, and I know how much a gallon of effing milk costs out here. I know how much. I'm in the state of Illinois in Cook County right now, y'all. I have been for like a month. Cook County will slam your butt into some taxes, okay? You get a tax. And I'm like, if people can afford to send me a tip through the little thingy that's down there, then they will. I don't want people to feel obligated to come in here and hit the Cash App and hit the little money sign and the Hardy thing, okay, to be in here and have a good time. You don't have to pay to come in here and chat and decompress from whatever's going on. Even if it's in your personal life or on YouTube, the YouTube streets can get hot and heavy. You know what I'm saying? And it can get too much on you. And some people they're not able to leave their house. They don't have a lot of family and this is how they communicate with the outside world and there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't want anyone to feel obligated to take milk out of their refrigerator to send me a $2 super thanks. No. And then double it down and do a Cash App and Venmo and PayPal. I don't know, dude. I just get a weird feeling about it. So, yeah. Um, oh my God, I have got all the way through. I keep taking, right? It's crazy, right? Yeah. That's all right, Judy. You're always allowed to come in and come out, honey. There's no rules. There's no rules, okay? Uh, that that's one case I won't be watching. It's too triggering personally. It's very heartbreaking. And I hope that it brings more attention to moms with kids at home, with boyfriends, and pay more attention maybe. Hope it brings awareness. And that's why I want to cover it, just to bring more awareness. But I want to do it respectfully. When I do start covering the trial, I want people to help me try to, because I don't know how to do it. I'm not a professional journalist. I will never claim to be, but I want to support the process and also show it, but I want to do it in a respectful way. Um, so I'm gonna need people to say, "Hey, that's not right. Go back and correct it," or don't do that. I'm gonna need to find guidance somewhere, and hopefully, my people that my friends over here that come over and here in my chat and chat with me would be like, "Hey, how should we do this?" And I don't know if cameras are even going to be allowed in the courtroom. Should I show the courtroom? How am I going to do it? You know what I mean? But as it gets closer to the time, then we'll have these discussions over here. It just makes me sick to my stomach to even imagine what that poor little girl, yep, what she went through. The Woody Allen divorced his wife and married his daughter. I know. And she said that, and it was freaking weird as crap. It just makes me sick to my stomach to even imagine what, yep, I read that one. Brandon, I know. Take care of yourself, y'all. Yep. Brandon, yeah, don't, if you can't do it, Brandon, and I don't see you in here, honey, I come back whenever we're done talking about it. And I won't talk about it every day. Hopefully I'll be able to, take a break. And I might not be able to see my all the way through it. It might, really get tiring for me personally too, weighing on my heart, and I'll walk away. I'm not, because I don't make anything off this platform. If honestly, you make like your AdSense and stuff like that. I have some members and I appreciate that. And that I make maybe $102 a month so far. Okay. And I'm not kidding you. And this isn't like a dry bag or an e-bag or anything like that. I'm just being honest. If it's not, I don't want to do it for money. And if it starts to overload my mind, then I'll be like, guys, we're just going to have fun again. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because mm-mm. I think it'll be enjoyable to kick around during the evenings. Yeah, I just hope I can handle going through it, makes Ma look at her even worse than before. Like she hurt Maddie, and that's the thing. Like that guy was with her since she was 6, 7. And that's a lot of years for you not to see something a little off. And that's just my opinion. Experiences tell me she's absolutely did. I here's the thing. I mean, I raised a teenage girl, right? And absolutely, I will clean your room, honey. Okay. And during the cleaning process, moms, we know what we did. We were looking through the stuff, And if something's odd, we're not just going to go hammer in on them. We're going to have those, roundabout way questions. We're going to keep put that in your mind. You know what I'm saying? I was lucky. My daughter was she is so interested in her schooling, and we lived in the Chicagoland area. So, I mean, there was a lot she could have got into, but I had to make sure that I kept her entertained with school and her band stuff. She was in the marching band, the jazz band. She can play every instrument from she can let you put an instrument in front of her and have her play a song. She listens to it a couple times. She can nail it. That's a God's gift. Me, honey, I am a great listener. That's my talent. Okay. That's it. So I kept her engaged in that kind of stuff. But I still would go in and clean the room because you don't know how they are handling the pressure of school and life. And is anything odd? I'm not going to go and be like, found this in your room. What's going on? Oh, no, baby. You got to do it a different way. Well, one, you got to know your child and know how to talk to them. If I would see, and then, have a stepfather figure involved. And let me tell you what, that child is not sleeping with the stepfather ever, never, ever, never, ever. And if not because for multiple reasons. One, that's weird as fuck. Okay. And the stepdaddy should never want to do that anyway. Any man, any man should be like, why would you want your daughter to sleep with me? That's weird. You know, the mom is a piece of Shitesky. I'm going to say that. Retired EMT Shitesky. She needs to be in jail too. So basically, for a lack of a better word, right? I'm going to put that up because that's true. She was way too damn calm. Same. I raised two girls. I was always watching. I am blessed with amazing, successful kids, right? What's Chicagoland? That is in the state of Illinois, petty AF. I don't know. I think you're from the UK. So it's in the state of Illinois and in Chicago. And Chicagoland's like a large area in the Chicago area. Chicago is a large city. It's a metropolitan city. So I think she was pregnant and it will come out in trial. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Because they were really asking about her menstrual cycle a lot. Right? Her claim is drug induced. And her being on the antidepressants and stuff and anti-anxiety, it can't be. If you can still drive a car, hold a job, blah blah blah, then you know exactly what's going on. In my opinion, you're not that drugged up, in my opinion. Oh, okay. Thanks, Lady K. Yeah, I had a. You're a member. I think I did a members live because some people are against members live and some people aren't. For me, I think that if someone's going to take $2 and spend it on a channel, that they deserve a members live. And that's my opinion because I know that $2.99 could be spent some freaking where else. And people are like, oh, yeah, that's bullshit. You do members live. I don't say anything important. I chill with my friends that are kind enough to be a member on my channel. And we went on a trip through Chicago. We went down all over Chicago. Me and a few members that were actually up at that time of the evening. And we went through Chicago. We seen the sights and had a good time. So I don't know if it's still. I think I had to take it down for a particular reason, not because I violated TOS or anything, but for another reason. But since you're a member, I might before I leave. I'm not sure what we're doing over the weekend. Take it down through Chicago again. It's so busy in the city though that the traffic is a pain in the butt. Okay. Little Irish girl, thank you, honey. I appreciate that. You not required, but greatly appreciated. She gifted one membership. If you got it, please tell her thank you. Smoky Mountain, if she was pregnant, Florida considers unborn child a human life and will be charged. Oh, you know what? I didn't know that. Oh, he'll be 2 counts of murder. They said Maddie was, yeah. I didn't know that. Do you think they were involved with the guy and his son that unalived himself? I believe St. Cloud. You remember that? I was really wanting to know. There was that one guy. Yeah, I think it's the same guy. I'm going to be interested in knowing where the trail leads them because that they're doing a deep dive on his phone. And in my opinion, that I think he made money in a nefarious way, and I'm not going to say any more of that. You know what I mean? So I would like to see where this is all going to lead. He'll get the DP for the abuse anyway. Yeah, I mean, there's so much evidence against that guy, and that's why I don't think that they're going to make a plea deal with him. I do not think they're going to make a plea deal with him. It's going to be a trial, and that's it. There's too much evidence. For me, the penny dropped when they released the body cam showing the. Yeah, see, that's crazy. Showing the police a picture of POS making little Maddie perform an act. She looked jealous, not angry. I was, yeah, that's so disgusting. So disgusting. I absolutely believe Stephen Stearns was a good friends with. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm going to be very interested. Going to be super interested on seeing where that trail leads, honey. Taser Brat said this channel is great escape from life. Well, I'd like to talk about what's going on, but you know, then you get other questions and stuff, and you just have to. Sometimes you just got to be real and how you really feel. And I've learned a long time ago, you got to stand up for something, or you'll fall for anything, honey. I don't go with a crowd of people. A lot of the times, I go against it if that's where my heart takes me, and I don't mean to make people that like to go over to certain channels, but for me, I don't care for it. And, you know, people want to unsubscribe. That's fine. I hope that you enjoy and have your best life on YouTube. I really do. And I mean that honestly. Um, but yeah, I heard in one of those tapes that Jen said she didn't like sleeping with Steve. I know, right? And then I also um heard that he couldn't, do. you know, that's very nice, Lady K. Everyone should be able to go everywhere, chat they want. Absolutely. That's into someone, little Dove, honey. That's just into someone's business too much. You know what I mean? That's just too much in someone's business. Like, I seen you, blah, blah, blah. I don't like her, and now I don't like you. Now, let me tell you what. We are all damn old ass women over here. Let's just be real, honey. We are some old bitches. Okay. What are we all going to look like talking like that to each other, honey? Okay. I want you to enjoy your day on whoever is making you laugh today. You may not be able to laugh tomorrow, but you're laughing today, and that's what matters. However, if I don't like something or the way it's done, then I don't have to go there. But that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Like my cousin I was talking about. God, rest her soul. She was as ornery as hell. Okay. But I would be like, would you not talk like that when we go out to dinner? You embarrass me. She'd be like, I'll do my best. I'm like, I love you, girl, but don't talk like. She just was filthy mouth. But sometimes I would go there just because she would chuck and jive so much with me, but she didn't know how to rein it in sometimes. But I think that everyone should be able to go where they want to go. They shouldn't be harassed if they go or accused or anything like that of anything. We're too damn old for that shit. I think we are all pretty much older in here to play high school games, right? And if I get some backlash for what I said about the racism thing and how I interpreted it through my body and my brain, how I interpreted what was on the text or in the chat on a particular channel by a particular content creator, how I interpreted it, it didn't make me feel healthy inside. It didn't make me feel like that's where I want to be at the moment. You know what I'm saying? And if they take that offensive, well, I'm sorry. Maybe in one day we'll grow, both of us, and see each other's side. You know what I'm saying? But until you can see someone else's point of view, you're not growing. You're literally stagnant. I am open, always open for an open conversation and an understanding of why, where, and when. Because I have grown so much through the years of my life because I was a closed mind individual. I've had this conversation before. I've seen that people didn't stick around to hear this. They weren't got their story and they ran. But I was very closed minded individual about certain things until I opened my heart and my mind. I'm like, what? And my daughter explained to me, Mom, you're just not understanding. You are raised a certain way. in a country town where this didn't happen. There, you can't have that kind of closed-minded thinking. I'm like, all right, I do have my limits to things. I love people for people, but I don't have to 100%. If just because you love somebody for who they are, don't mean you're 100% bought into their lifestyle or what they do. I love you as a human and I want to see nothing wrong with you and I want to have a good relationship with you. But what we do in our bedrooms and what we do when we're alone is none of my effing business. Period. You know what I mean? It's none of my business, none of yours, none of mine. Let's leave it at that. But I want to sit down and learn from other human beings. Period. You know? That's right, JD. Smoky Mountains, Santa and son are evil with many children, and they're all on Riddick together. Yep, I believe that too. But I mean, I guess that's just a little part of getting older. And I never give up on hope and for people. I'm not saying that this person maybe never be like, that was rough. It was rough. And let's handle it a different way. Sometime down the future, the door's always open. You know what I mean? Maybe in her life, not for me in particular. I'm a nobody to her. I mean, absolutely shit to that woman. And that's fine. I don't care. But I don't wish any bad on her. What I really wish for her, openness, open your mind, body, and soul. Because you're missing out on in my opinion, you're missing out on some great things. But anyway, little Irish girl, I'm 62. I have a soon-to-be 3-year-old grandchild. That's why Elijah View meant so much to me. Well, one reason, but missing in USA covers all the Midwest, mostly in East. But I am on the West Coast. Oh, that little boy, he was so doggone cute. You know what I mean? So cute. Well, I also want to tell you guys, I've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes, but before I go, I was kind of actually talking shit till they all left, and then my friends was still here with me. I'm like, damn, you guys are sticking around a long time. So today is the day that my dad passed away, and so I'm doing good. It was 1 year as of today, and let me tell you, the first year was rough. The first 6 years were like hell on earth. Because I found myself, and I probably will continue on finding myself saying certain things such as, what would my dad say? I can call my dad and ask him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Sunny Side, you made it, baby. I keep seeing her play. She's like, I keep missing you. I'm like, I keep missing your life. You made it, sweetheart. So the first 6 months were rough. I kept finding myself saying, let me call and ask my dad that. Because my dad knew. See, my dad was like probably your guys' dad. They knew everything. Especially as older women, we have the best worlds. A lot of us. Our older male parentals in our life, they know everything about everything, right? So I used to find myself saying, let me call and ask my dad will know that. Let me ask him. So today was the year. The first 6 months was horrific for me. I was very much close to my dad, but I wanted to show you a picture. I scratched out his face because this is why, as a man that I grew up with, it's always keep your mind open and try to learn something new every day. It doesn't have to be this like how to, do a chemistry project. I mean, just something simple, learn it new, right? It takes a few years to get over it. Yeah, I'll call them, right? We had this discussion before, and my dad's number's still in my phone. My dad's number. Oh, thank you, little Irish girl. My dad's number's still on my phone. We had a discussion. How long do we keep dad's number in our phone or mom's, a very close loved one? How long do we keep it in our phone, y'all? I don't know. It's like, how do we hit delete? Because that makes that shit for real, for real. I know it's for real. I'm not in a mind, I know. But to delete that number out of your phone, I haven't done it yet. It's been a year, and then obviously it's not still on, but nope, can't do it. I'm glad your dad is special to you. That's a gift, very much a gift. He was a gift to me, honestly, and that's why today was kind of an odd day for me because I wasn't really sure. I'm like, by the grace of God, I'll go today. You know what I mean? I'm like, you got me. I mean, and I had we had talked about this before. I had a really odd dream. That wasn't like my dad was in the room with me. I was having a dream that I was conversing with him, and he came to me and told me a certain thing, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do that, and I moved on from that. And I try not to be upset. My dad wouldn't want me to be living in heartache. My dad had stage 4 lung cancer from smoking cigarettes. Period. And it metastasized to his brain. They did treatment, they did what they could, and my dad decided that he had enough of that shit. He wanted to go fishing on his way out and smoke cigarettes, and that's exactly what the man did. Sorry, Lady K, my dad has been gone almost 40 years. Oh my gosh. He passed at a very young age, but I treasure him with that time that I had with him. Oh, honey, I bet you do. Mm-mm-mm. My dad has been gone for 3 years, and I haven't even thought about deleting his number. I think me and you actually, Taser Brat, discussed this. I ain't deleted it yet, and you're like, don't delete it. I'm like, got it. I will not. But I wanted to show you a picture of my dad. Now, see, my dad, had the lung cancer, and I went down to his chemo treatments. I took him for his radiation, all that, right? Like I was there, and when my dad, and I was in another state whenever he was taking the pills, the stuff, right? And so this is it. And then my dad called me and he said, I want off this shit. I'm like, okay, well, tell the doctor. He's like, they won't listen to me. They keep making me. And he goes, and I can't fish. I can't do anything. I need you to fly in and tell this doctor face to face that I'm done. I'm like, got it. So what do? I get on an airplane, fly in, go to the doctor with my dad, and my dad had a shirt on that says "No more" written on his shirt. I said that'll do it. So we went in there, and my mom she had fighting cancer at the same time as my dad. She had rectal cancer that metastasized into her colon, and she had a lot of surgeries done. And my dad took care of her, and it kind of didn't check on his own health. So anyway, I go in there and I said, Dad's done. And they're like, no, let's try. And I said, he's done. He's done. He's weak. He's fallen down. He can't stand up. He's in a wheelchair. I mean, my dad was never in a wheelchair before. And he wants to live his last days on here. He wants to go fishing. Okay. And they said, well, we don't see a problem with that. Go ahead. Put him on. We'll get you some hospice care. Blah, blah, blah. So I went. He was fine. Went back where I was located. And then I said, well, I won't be back unless you call me, Dad, and you need hair. And when it's that time is what I said. And we knew. And I smoked all the way through my chemo and radiation, 6 surgeries. Yeah, took my dad out. I took my dad out for his last cigarette. I'm not going to lie. My mother was livid. I said, hey, too bad. He going out. He wants to smoke a cigarette. He's smoking the damn thing. Amen. Enjoy your days without being sick, right? Yeah, enjoy his days without being sick. And I am a true orphan. My mom passed away in 1970 and my dad in 1976. That's a long time ago, JD, since you were 14. Wow, that's crazy. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I gave 0. Right? My dad said he didn't give a damn. Okay. He didn't give it. He wants to smoke his cigarettes and he wants to go fishing. So my dad smoked his cigarettes and he went fishing. So I said, I'm not coming back till you tell me to. Till you tell me to. Because my mom used to freak out. You need to fly home. Something wrong with your dad. I'm like, you need to call the nurse. I love my dad. But I said, and he's like, well, your mother just over exaggerates. She's doing the best she can. I'm like, I know, Dad. So I'm like, when you call me old man, and I used to call him that or Pops. I'm like, when you call me old man, I'll come back. So get the phone call. You need to come home. I said, okay. And I kind of forgot where I was. So I jumped in the shower. Like I was just going to get in the car and drive over to the house. I'm like, nope, can't do that. I got to get on a damn airplane. So I'm like, told my hubby, I said, I need you to book me a flight today. Now, like ASAP, as soon as I can get there and to the airport. And he's like, okay. So then I spent the rest of the 3 weeks with my dad. And yes, I took my dad to the toilet. And yes, I wiped my dad's butt. And yes, I put my dad to sleep and up and down and up and down, up and down. for 3 weeks. All time of the night, all time of the day. I was the only one that could lift him because my mom has cancer. She's weak. My sister wasn't able to for other physical problems she had. And my brothers, I have a lot of them, they were so mentally upset that they couldn't do it. So it was me and Pop, me and the old man. First time I took him to the bathroom, he's like, "This is really odd." I'm like, "You think?" I said, "But I swear to God, I got beer goggles on. I can't see shit." And after the first time, it was fine. I'm like, "I know you don't want me to help you, Dad, but I got to." He's like, "I know, sis, but this is a bunch of shit." I'm like, "It'll be fine." But, anyways, I did what I had to do. And I am so happy that I did because I held my dad's hand on his way out. But anyways, I said all that to I used to not be able to tell this story without just oh my god crying, but I am better. I'm good. The grieving process is a trip, but I can talk about it now without just freaking out. The guy I love the most lives in Illinois now. He broke my heart. I would like a tour of Chicago if I can get on at the right time. Yeah, JD. I will try to schedule, but the problem that I have is I try to schedule my members only live on my phone and I can't get back into it. So if I schedule it, guys, and you're a member of this channel and it's scheduled for 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, whatever it says for members only, and I don't go on to that link, please keep in mind that I'm going to come on. I just can't do it through the phone on where it's set up at. Does that make sense? Because I've had trouble with that. But if I say I'm going to be on at that time, go back in, pay close attention to the notifications. Because if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? I used to do home care for 6 folks. Oh, do what you have to do to. Right, me and my dad, I said, "I got the beer goggles on, baby. We can't see nothing." But anyways, my dad was going to his regular doctor's appointments, and I was very close with my dad. And he sent me this. He had my mom take this picture of him. Okay, let me close this out here. I don't know what this is. And he said, "Send this to," and he used to call me sis. "Send this to sis and tell her this is what I'm doing now," because I seen this at the doctor's office and they said this is good for you and it can change your life. I said, "Oh." So my mom, she sent me this text. "Your dad said to send this to you." I was watching the TV at the doctor's office and they said this is good for you and it's going to change your life. Now keep in mind, my dad was in his late 70s when he sent me this picture. Where is it? Okay, so I blocked out my dad's face because I think people like to do face imaging and find him and then find me and do all that off my dead dad's picture. And there are some slime balls that would do it, right? So anyways, let me see. This is my dad, and if anyone shoot, sorry, Dad. Anyone knows what he's doing here, he is doing what you call yoga. Oh crap. Did it go away? Oh, I don't want to show that. Stop sharing. But anyways, I can get it back on. I didn't show anything. Okay, good. Didn't have anything open. So, anyways, he showed me this picture of him doing yoga. Okay. I'm like, "What made you want to do yoga?" He's like, "Well, and here he is in this position. Okay. Now keep in mind the old man is like in his 70s. So he's doing, I don't know, I called it the flamingo stance, okay? And oh yes, I believe yoga and meditation is great, right? But my dad is a farmer. Okay, a fisherman. So, but to see my dad like this is freaking hilarious. So then he decided that was working well for him. So he went to do the downward dog. And he said, "Yoga's not working for me." And I said, "Well, why?" He said, "Because I pulled my ass muscle and I couldn't get off the floor." So we're done with the yoga. I said, "Okay." But he's seen it at the doctor's office and it's supposed to be wonderful and great. And he was so excited about it. And he said, I couldn't get off the damn floor off the downward dog position. I pulled my ass muscle. I'm like, oh my God, you're freaking hilarious, Dad. So, yeah. So today I've just been thinking about all the great things. Um, that I had the experience with the old Paparoo, and I have to say that the grieving has gotten better. I'm going to tell you, I was a hot damn mess. I can't even sit here and say that I wasn't. I couldn't say his name. I couldn't talk about him. And whenever I came here, some of the people that were watching me knew that I was getting ready to go back to my parents' house for the very first time since my dad passed away. Hard as shit. Hard as a thing. I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? My dad was always waiting for me. So this whole trip back to Illinois has been very, very hard, I must say. And so I'm glad that I did it though. I'm glad that it was time to go back home and visit with my mom and stuff. So um also everyone deals with grief differently too. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that the year is it definitely takes practice, right? Well, I think yeah, I think so because don't try it at 70 and do the downward dog. You're gonna pull your ass muscle. Also, everyone deals different with grief. Yeah, I don't think that anyone should be. I don't think just because it's a year, people need to be like, you know what? You need to stop grieving. You have no idea how long your heart is going to mourn or be sad for that loved one. You have to wait on you. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to love yourself more than you've ever loved yourself before. Take time, take space for yourself, and be like, okay, I'm not okay today. And it's okay not to be okay. It is 100% okay not to be okay today with the heartbreak of missing someone, of losing someone. It's okay. It's nobody's time frame to be okay. Um, Surround yourself by people that love you and make sure you take a lot of hot baths and bubble baths. And I'm so fortunate that I still have my parents. Sonny said, that's good, honey. That is really good. That's really good. It's my grief and I'll cry. Exactly. It's my grief and baby, I'm going to cry if I want to. Yep. And you can regress anytime. And I believe that too. Like I might be a damn mess tomorrow, little Irish girl. I can't guarantee you. I hope that I'm not. I try to put one foot in front of the other, you know, like anytime that I'd have anything done, like surgery or doctor, I was scary at doctor's appointments. I'd have my dad come up to the Chicagoland area when I lived here full time, and I'd have my dad go with me, my mom and my dad, and obviously my husband, because as I grew up, you have to be tough around your dad. At least when I grew up on a farm, so my dad would be like, "You're tough, you can do it." But it was okay to be scared too. And my dad knew that. I'm scared. He goes, I know you are, but I'm right out the door. When you get done, I'll be right here waiting for you. Just remember, I'm right here waiting for you. And I'd always remember that. He's like, it's okay to be scared, but you are tough enough to get through it. And I carry those words with me. And the hell, I'm an old damn woman. Roll with it, sit in with it a while, and then show it the door, right? Think, Sunnyside, you're sweet and kind. It's my grief. Yep. I love this by Dr. Seuss. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Help me with my grief when I'm oh, I love that. Oh, I really do like that, Sunnyside. I love that. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Yeah, and there's another one that I always say is I'm a person that says I'm glad I did instead I wish I would have. I wish I would have wouldn't seen him the last time. I am the person that someone's on my mind or something's on my mind. I go do it or I talk to that person. So not the person that says, "Man, I wish I would have." I can say, "Man, I'm glad I did." When I Flo says, I worked hospice. You are doing amazing. I look at 1 year mark as you made it through every day, the holidays, birthdays. Great job. I love One Eye Flo. She always calls me Kathy, and I love her for that. So I expect every time One Eye Flo comes in here, she calls me Kathy. Kathy, thank you so much. Right, the first birthday was hard. The first holiday was hard, like Christmas. Oh, you are 100% right. One Eye Flo. The first are, in my opinion, with me so far, the first are the hardest. Now I don't know because I've been through the second. Okay, I don't know. I'm hoping they get easier because I haven't been through the second. But I love hanging out here. I get to laugh and a very homey feeling. Like ring the doorbell, grab your drink and snacks, and just chill. Right? That's all the rules that are here. You got to ring the doorbell when you come in, and I ain't gonna get you a snack. Go to the cabinet and get a snack. Get the refrigerator and sit down on the sofa or recliner, whichever one's available. All right. I ain't gonna tend to yet. Get your own stuff and come on in. No, that's all right. When I flew it, you do it to me, and I love it. I'm like, if you don't call me Kathy, I'm gonna be like, when I play, are you okay? So, um, so I going to jump off here, but I wanted to. This is the song that we all my family played a song for my dad at their funeral, at his visitation. Now, my dad was very well known in the town. He was very loved in the town. So I would rode horses. I did barrel racing. I did all the above, and my dad was taught me. So this song hit home to me, and this is the song that I played at my dad's funeral for me. So I'm gonna have to turn it up a little bit, and we're going to listen to this song on our way out. And I'm probably gonna get copyright struck. So anyone that's listening to it on the replay, it'll probably be a blank at the end because I'll have to edit it. But I don't care. Here's one for the team, and here's one for the dad. Here's one for Pop. Rest in peace, Papa.